In this video, what you're going to learn is I'm going to break down a firm business owner's, a tax business owner's firm, and I'm going to show her how to get to at least $750,000 a year in the first 12 months. And this business audit or firm audit, if you will, is behind the scenes of an event that we do. It's a virtual event, and we help tax advisors scale their businesses. And so some of these people have paid hundreds of dollars up to thousands of dollars for this virtual event. And what I'm going to break down for you in this video is how we reverse engineer scale for a business owner, a tax business owner specifically, how they can grow and scale their tax business using tax advisory. And so, who am I? My name is Dan, and over the last 28 months, we have generated over $5.5 million in cash collected for our own business, and we've generated over 12 or $13 million at this time of new revenue for tax business owners, CPAs, EAs, CFPs, RIAs, you name it, from the financial and tax industry. We have done it. We've seen over 40,000, probably closer to 50,000 already, tax business owners, tax professionals come through our network. So we've seen it all. We know how the structure should look like to grow it, to upsell, to market, to price increases. We've seen it all. And so in this next training module you're going to see here is me actually breaking down one of their businesses and auditing it to show them how they can map out their future based on math, and how you can use the same leverage if you're a tax business owner, or even if you're a business owner right now looking at this like a financial services business owner. You can see this and say, how can this apply to my business? So let's jump right over to that training right now. Here we go. So let's talk about this here, and I'll do as much as I can here. So I'm going to ask you a couple questions. I don't know where the little pin went. I'm not sure where the little pin went. Oh, here's the little pin. All right. So Brenda, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
What's your revenue goal this year? What's your revenue goal number?
This year, 750.
Okay, 750K. All right. Tax planning yearly goal. What's your goal for tax planning yearly goal? How much you want to do in tax planning?
What's realistic? Really?
Whatever you.
Uh,
We're not going to put any constraints on it. We're just going to use numbers to help you get to where you want to go.
okay.
Just give me a number.
700.
Okay. 700. Okay. What is your current revenue in the last 12 months of your business?
It's about 200.
It's about 200 or it's 200?
210.
Okay, 210. All right. Notice that notice the questions, guys. You guys should listen to how I'm asking and how we're auditing this business, because you guys, if we get on a call with any one of you, we're going to take you through the same audit. Okay, it's the same thing. So current clients, how many clients did you serve last year, Brenda?
295.
Okay, 295. All right. I can already tell you. Can anyone already see there's a challenge here? No one can see it yet. Here's what I'm going to tell you.
Too many clients.
Aha, not too many clients, not enough getting paid clients. All right. This right here, there's a gap here. You're getting paid less than $1,000 per client. So
Yeah.
does that sound about right?
On some, yeah. I mean,
Yep.
there's,
So,
little.
well, it's going to be up or down, but the average here is less than 1,000. So
Yeah.
that tells me two things. You're probably overworked, stressed out. Probably another thing. Do you have a team?
That's it. I have two. Yeah.
All right. So I can even tell you even worse. It gets worse. And that's the good thing. It gets worse because you're overwhelmed, stressed out, not getting paid enough, and you're paying people that are not doing the job that they should be doing. Sound pretty fair?
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
You're like, oh my gosh, he knows.
Yeah. Tax season
Okay.
was like 85 hours a week. It was great.
There you go. You're like, why did I hire them and work double? I know. We've all been there.
True.
Okay.
It's true.
Okay. Services. What services do you provide that people pay for? Not that you want to sell, that people already paid for.
So tax preparation, tax prep, and like bookkeeping / CFO services.
Okay. I'm assuming you only have like two bookkeeping CFO.
One that's like I do like CFO.
All
And
right.
then
So
some
just,
are like, smaller, they're small businesses. So,
okay. Define small.
well, some of them are less than 100, some of them are 200.
Oh, that's part-time. They're not even a business yet. They're part-time businesses. I'm serious. They're doing something else. Or they have, yeah. So tax prep, bookkeeping, CFO. You have one client that's paying you CFO, and that was probably where you said not all of them. And I imagine this person's paying you what, 2 to 5,000 a month?
Two.
2,000? Okay, so technically it's not even CFO. This is low, this is high bookkeeping. So you're getting paid low for CFO, a high bookkeeping client. So you're in the mix right there. And that right there, there's a frustration. So there's a frustration there's a gap there. Okay. So you need to right size your pricing. That's number one, the solution here in a second. Team size, you have three, right? Which is you and two others.
Two part-time and myself, which
Two
is more
part-time.
than
Okay.
time.
So at this stage, you actually don't need, you have three people. Technically, it's just one. Technically, it's just one because the other ones, oh, let me see. The other two are not even full time. So they're not even like fully committed and it sucks for you and for them. What's your biggest challenge then?
Honestly, scaling.
Okay, define scaling. What's the challenge there when it comes to scaling? What do you mean?
Well, I can only do so much. So that then take it to the next level, I either need to find the clients that'll pay more and charge more.
Hmm.
That's really I want to have higher ticketed things because like
Okay.
I can only do so many $500 tax returns in a season, and I don't really want to continue to do that. And I also want to have other people do what I do. If it's just me, then I don't have a business. I've just created my own job and I can't ever step away from it. So I want to create something that I can have a team that can do the same thing and have the same value, and it's not always me. Because then
I
I
like it.
can take a vacation.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, I like it. And you don't get to take a vacation until after tax season, yeah?
Yeah, that's for real. Yeah.
You're like, this is my vacation right now, and I'm here. Okay, so what have you tried to be able to solve this challenge of better clients, better things, bigger clients? What have you tried here in this section?
So I have tried, it's called due diligence, which they have some tax planning, but,
Hmm.
and
I know, Alex.
yeah, so a few people that I've taken that to, they kind of like look at me like I'm crazy
What?
because, they have to invest and they just think it's kind of out of the
No, but
box.
what have you tried to solve your problem, not their problem, not the
Oh,
client's
yeah.
problem, your problem?
Um,
And if
I
you've done
feel
nothing
like
to solve that, that's okay.
I try things like getting on, creating workflows, doing things more efficiently, but then I get backlogged with work and then I'm back at the same spot that I was.
So you're doing SOPs, you're creating systems,
Yes.
SOPs, systems. What else have you tried to solve the problem of? So you're trying to get to $700,000 a year, 750,000. What's the challenge from going from 200 to 700,000? Why haven't you gotten there?
Well, you're going to help me find that out
I know, but why do you think?
because I haven't scaled and I can only do so much.
Okay.
And honestly, I think offering something beyond having tax prep. Like tax prep one, I think eventually AI will do a lot of that. And two, those a lot of those clients are going to pay for $500-600. It's compliance work. So it's
Mhm.
I need to move over to the advisory, but I don't feel like I have the right tools for that.
What tools do you need to make that happen?
Probably Tax Maverick, right?
You tell me. Are you doing the program with us, the 6 months?
Not yet.
Okay, what's stopping you? Just curious.
Money, the fifteen
Okay.
thousand dollars.
It's not
I mean,
all at
I'm just
once, you
being
know that, right?
honest, huh?
It doesn't have to be all at once, right? You know that, right? Okay, that's okay. So the money, right? So, okay, But and you've tried to solve that problem to go from 200 to 750. There's a gap or delta of about 400,000, 450, about $500,000 in between, right? In between that
Yeah.
number.
Yeah.
And so you've tried to create an SOPs. Have you tried any marketing? Have you tried any sales process? Have you tried selling different things? What have you tried to get to that goal?
So I'm kind of nervous to market because I have grown, like every year I'm growing 30, 40%. But I'm nervous to market to grow further because I don't have the systems in place to actually be able to do more work. Cause
Mm.
I don't have any more time. Like that
Mm.
is reality. And that's probably the reality of a lot of firm owners is we get stuck in the day to day and then we're not ever able to get out to grow
Yep.
past that.
Yep.
I'm probably not the only
So,
struggle.
okay, perfect. So now we identified what's the challenges, okay? So there's a capacity issue. So let me move this here. Let me add this. So the biggest challenges she faces, so she wants to go from 200 to 700, right? And the biggest challenges she faces right now is fear of growth because she has to do more. Fear of growth, right? And that's a lot of people, right? Any new client you get, you're like, oh my gosh, I just got a new client. Oh, I have to fulfill it. I bet if you're not already feeling that, you're gonna feel it.
No, it sometimes crosses my mind.
Yeah. So fear of growth, lack of systems, right? That's her kind of problem,
Mhm.
systems. And then, but the biggest challenges here is that you are taking on too many low value clients, right? But that's okay. Now, how many tax returns did you do last year?
Uh,
Or I guess this year?
well, how many did I finish or extend? I
Okay, let's look
finished
at the last year. Let's look at the last 12 months
200,
because
I
we're still in the
finished
kind
like
of the year.
247 and I have about 80 some on extension. So actually it's
Okay.
probably higher numbers
But
now.
last year, like last 12 months, you before this year, you did 200,000 and all that was already completed. So let's just talk about the completed year from before. So you
It was like 150.
150, okay. And so how much did you make in revenue for tax prep? So how much did you make from revenue and tax prep?
I have to look up my numbers now.
Come on, girl. If you don't know your numbers, I'm gonna ask everybody here if they want to go into through business audit, it's all about the numbers. Because
Yes.
there's only two problems in business. You either have a drama or you have a math problem. And oftentimes you feel the drama because you lack the math. See what I
Okay,
mean?
okay. Yes, yes.
Give me the number.
Hold on, I gotta pull up my P&L.
Yeah, that's good. And then bookkeeping. So this would be tax prep. This is what we do through all of our things. Tax prep.
So in 2024, like calendar year,
Yep.
so my bookkeeping was 85 and
85K
yes,
from how many clients?
like 20
Okay.
and then
Okay.
tax prep.
Should have made like 130 or something,
Yes,
or like 115.
yes,
Yes to what? 115, 130,
that's
what?
115.
Okay. So 115 and you made nothing from CFO.
Well, I mean, I put it under bookkeeping. So the 24,000 of the bookkeeping is the CFO work.
Okay, so let's say from the bookkeeping, I'll just take this out. So minus 24K. So you did roughly about
61 in
61
bookkeeping.
from
Yep.
19. Okay, so I'm just going to do a simple math equation here. So you got, let me see, 118. So I'm just going to do 115,000 divided by 150. 76, okay, 766 per client. Bookkeeping, that's not bad. You got about $800 per return up here.
Mhm.
Okay. And then here, this one, I'm going to say, okay, checks out. We're good. All right. Then bookkeeping, we're going to go 85 divided by 19. Sorry, 85,000 divided by 19. 4,000 divided by 12. Ah, you're making $300 per client here.
That's about
372
right. 3 to
a month.
350.
Yep, a month. And I can probably virtually guarantee that the biggest challenges come from these people, yeah? Throughout the year?
Those I actually have pretty good systems down.
Hmm.
I think some of them need to be higher. And then the other problem is I think I have too many tax prep small clients. So some of them are bigger, the higher paying, but then it's these little 2 to 300 and they take time. So I think, but I
Yeah,
do think my bookkeeping, I need to find how to, I need bigger clients to be able to charge more for the,
yeah.
because that's a lot of clients to still service because I do meet with them monthly.
You don't, it's not a lot of clients to service if you have three people. So like this tax prep, I'm not sure what you are doing if, and this is why I'm asking this question. So what do you do during tax season if you have two other people that are working during tax season and so are you, 85 hours? So like that's where I'm like, what happens throughout the day to day? So if you're working 85 hours and they're working during tax season, who's not working? Because someone's not working.
So I only
See what
have
I mean?
one that's doing tax and she was brand new. So she
Yep.
had to learn software and she was rusty. So it did take a learning curve for that.
Hmm.
And then on top of that, I am still overseeing all the bookkeeping because I will say my other staff was on a 90-day strict probation. So I still had to oversee all that. I'll
So
just,
you
it's fine.
So you note if you notice the stages that we went through earlier, the five stages, you see how there's it's almost like almost like I was talking to you directly, huh? About the micromanagement thing, about like
Mhm.
taking over too much. You almost need to release a little bit of the pressure so that
Yeah,
they can actually do their job. Because otherwise, you guys are both doing the same job. And think about it like this. If you're both doing the same job, meaning I know you're overseeing it, but you're really not, because as soon as you oversee it, you find a problem, then you go back and fix the problem, which means you did their work in the first place.
right.
See what I'm saying? And so
Mhm.
now you're doubling the payroll, cutting the time. Do you see what happened there? There's two things that happen simultaneously. You're doing two times the work, one half the pay. So you 4x, you dropped your efficiency by 4 times. You do that enough times, you get frustrated, you get burned out, you hate your job, you hate your clients, you hate your team, and you hate this industry. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I'm talking to someone. All right. But so that's a big issue right there. Because if you don't fix that, and the way to fix that really is SOPs, but really the best way to fix that is getting rid of some of these lower tier clients. So here's what I'm going to take you through now. So now we know the problems here. So the problems are these. But so what her solution to get out of this is number one is more marketing. So she needs to start marketing, although against um, against her fear of growing, she has to market more. Now, marketing, I'll tell you about the core marketing here. She has to do more marketing. She has to do a price increase. Okay. And you don't have to do this all at once. Now, this could be a like a 3-quarter stint for you, Brenda. This could be like 3 quarters. You do one every quarter, just so you can, plan it accordingly and not stress yourself out. Um, you need to do a price increase, and then you need to do upsells. So you need to take upgrade or upsell.
Mhm.
Okay. And then last thing is you need to train team. Okay. Now let me ask you something about the team real quick. Do you feel they're competent and confident enough that if you ask them, um, and do they have the willingness to do this full time?
Full
Because
time.
someone's going to have to be full time.
No, neither one of them. No.
Okay. So then there's no point in, see what I mean? Like if you're going to grow this,
Yeah.
you're not going to do it by yourself.
Right.
So you
No,
almost have
I
to
don't want
be
to.
on the recruitment part now because you need to find someone that's going to do it full time. Because when you go to 700,000, let's talk about this first. Let's talk about these two things first. Which one of these three should you do first? Or sorry, four. This is the order you're going to go in. Okay. So you're going to go upsell these people. You're going to go bookkeeping first, tax prep second. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, and you're going to introduce the tax advisory. So we had someone that came through our network. She had 250 tax prep bookkeeping clients. She offered them tax advisory. 56 of the 250 paid them $15,000. Okay, so that's where you do what's called the replacement math. So you do that first in this order. So if I'm looking at it a quarter, I have 4 quarters in my year. Okay, I'm giving you 4 solutions here. First, I'm going to do this first. Why? So that I can get money. So I can get profit in my pocket, right? Then I can go back to marketing. Okay. Then I can go back to marketing because now I have the confidence because I have the money.
Mhm.
Get that? You don't want to market with no money.
Right.
You want to go get money from here. Take this, come over here and do this quarter 2. Quarter 3, now you have new business coming in. Now you have new people to talk to. Then it gives you the confidence to do a price increase on your clients. Because if I asked you to do that right now, you'd be like, I don't want to do that. But the reason why you would say no now is because you don't have the confidence because you don't have new business coming in. If you had 10 people knocking at your door right now that want to pay you $10,000 a year, would you be opposed to saying goodbye to the $200 tax prep
Oh,
client? Absolutely. You'd be like, I'm done with them now.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right? You see? So that's why you do it in this sequence for you specifically. I'm going to take these people and I'm going to introduce it to my 20 people. Let's say hypothetically I get 2 people, okay? Or I'll get 3 people. I get 3 people to say, yes, I'll do your tax. I'll do tax planning with you. Okay? 3 times 10, 10K. It's going to give me about 30K right here.
Mhm.
Okay, just stay with me with the numbers. Here, I'm going to get another 2 people for my tax prep. So I'm going to get 2 times 10K. And I made myself 50K right now. With the email that we gave you guys in in day number 1, send that out, call these people, do the same exact email, but call them too. Send them a direct message. Do everything you need to get these people, get 5 people out of that, and you make yourself, I put 20, and then this comes out to 50K in cash. Okay, you with me?
Mhm.
So now you leveled up your clients. Now you have $50,000 that you're going to take and you're not going to put in your pocket yet. You're not there yet. You're going to take that and then you're going to use what I talked about earlier, which was the paid ads. Because you're at stage number 2. To go from stage number 2 to a million, like I showed Kyle, Charles, Pam, Marbell, you name it, Amit, all of them that go to a million very quickly, is they go to this marketing thing and they do what we told them here, and then we put, let's say hypothetically, we put 10,000 of the 50,000. Now all that's net profit. That goes to the bottom line, Brenda.
Mhm.
All that's net profit. That 50K upsell, that's net profit. It doesn't
Right,
have to go into additional payroll. You just took that client and you sended it. So there's no expenses to it.
right.
Okay. Now you're going to take that and put 10K in here and then 10K into marketing. And let's say hypothetically you get 3 clients out of that times let's say 2,500 bucks, right? And now you made what, 7,500 bucks. Still
Mhm.
not bad. You lose some money, that's okay. You take one of these people and you take them to an annual program and you charge them an extra $10,000. Okay? Am I losing you on the math?
No.
Okay. So you made 7,500 and then one of those 3 people will pay you an additional $10,000 because we know the math just works. Just the math, just trust me on the math. Okay? Actually, you'll probably get 2 of those 3 people to pay you an annual program, 10,000 or more. Okay? And so now you got yourself $17,000 off of 10. And you do this cycle again. So that's let's say hypothetically it takes you 1 month to do that. You do it again. Now you're doing $17,000 a month. But now it's predictable. Got it?
Mhm.
That will take you about maybe 1 quarter, 90 days to figure this out. Then you go back to these low ticket clients and you do a price increase. Let's say you have 100 people. You do a price increase. You increase by 20%. Okay? 10% of your clients will drop off. The remaining people will pay
Right?
you that 10%. Now you got yourself a 10% profit margin on top of that too, right? You get
Mhm.
it? What
Yeah.
part did I miss you? Because somewhere I lost you.
No, it makes sense. And it'd be okay to drop some of the small ones off because we're bringing on bigger ones that
That's right.
aren't on, going to take less, but they're bigger.
Yep. Because
So,
let's say hypothetically, you did 210. Let's say you go up another from this price increase. Hypothetically, you're going to do another 20 to 25K in additional net profit. Remember the words I'm saying? Because here the price increase, even though you lose low clients, you increase the value of the good ones. So the delta, the net, you're still up. But it
mhm,
means you have more time because you have less people to work with.
right.
See how I'm buying back your time?
Mhm.
And now you're doing $40,000 a month, Brenda. In this equation, you're doing $40,000 a month.
Mm.
And what do you think what do you think I do to take it to 70K a month or 50K a month? What do you think I got to do?
Market more.
There you go. You already know the equation, girl. I should certify you as a business strategist. You know the path. The math is the path.
Yeah,
Once you understand this and once you see this thing very clear, then the confidence in you should go through the roof. You should be like, that's my freaking blueprint. Everything else is a distraction. This should be your blueprint. Here's why. Because I showed you at least 15 people that have used this to go past $700,000 a year in record time, faster than they've ever done it in their life. Okay? Then you're doing $40,000 a month. Guess what? Now you go and hire and train a team because now
I
you have
can
the
afford
money
one.
to afford a
Yeah,
payroll and you
right,
can hire good people, right? And you can pay them well because now you have the profit margins to associate.
right.
And then you do the same thing to go past a million.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Again, thank you so much, Brenda, for coming on here. You've been an amazing steward of this. And I hope this shows you the path. The math determines the path. I hope that gives you confidence internally that you can do this too,
Yeah, raise my
because you
prices.
can. And it becomes a math equation. It's just doing the thing. And don't let you get in front of don't let you get in the way of you.
Mhm.
Because all it is math. Whatever head trash you're telling yourself that you can't do it, if you want to address it now, we can. So let me ask you one question, final question before I let you go, and if I have enough time, I'll get one more person. Um, what's going to stop you from doing this?
Uh, um, I mean, honestly, probably fear of it's probably honestly fear because because I don't have systems and I'm like it. I am big on taking care of my clients and offering good customer service and like I feel like if they're paying me well, I want to offer them like I want it to be worth their money. And so it would be fear that I wouldn't maybe give them the value. Oh, I hate saying that out loud, but
Yeah.
like, if someone's paying me $10,000, like it better be, I better add value to them. Like I think it's a big responsibility. And so I probably like, I mean, I get referrals all the time. People really are happy with me, but like I don't probably see the value of what I give so much free advice when I look back. Like I save them thousands of dollars,
Mhm.
and oh, I'm not charging for that, which is stupid.
So don't you think like you're underserving them by undercharging them then? Because you're
Probably,
overworked. Think about it this
probably,
way. You got to look at it
yeah.
this way, right? Think about it like this, Brenda. Now I just want you to have an open mind here. What happens the day that you say, I call it quits? Let's say you call it quits. Nobody's going to serve your clients. They're gone. Why
Right.
are you going to call it quits? Because you're burned out and you're
That's
broke.
yeah.
Physically, mentally, spiritually, whatever you want to call it, you're broke. So the only solution to that is grow and let them grow with you.
Oh,
And remember the saying, some will, some won't, so what?
yeah.
Okay?
It's okay if I lose a couple. Like, right? Because yeah, I'll get yeah.
So fear is what? You know the
False
acronym?
evidence appearing real.
That's right. And there's another acronym, if you guys haven't heard this. You're either face everything and run,
Hmm.
or face everything and rise.
Ah, that's a good one too.
And so you have two choices today, Brenda. You can face it all and run away from this presentation, run away from what I'm just telling you. Don't use the things I'm giving you. You can run away, or you can rise up to what you know is possible for you, for your clients, to serve them, to finally say, I've done it. I can do it. How long have you been at this game?
9 years. I've had my own practice, but I'm a CPA for 22.
How many more years can you go through this?
My last tax season, not many. I don't want to. I'll be honest. I was like to the end, like you really are like can't stand your clients because you're so burned out. Like I was exhausted and I don't want to do that anymore. So like that's I have to make a change. And I also have clients, I have one, he's got like $100,000 tax liability. I have to have something, I have to be able to show him ways to not pay that. And he would pay me. Like he would not hesitate to pay me. And so that's actually why I wanted the software, because I want some other tools for other advice that
Yeah.
I'm
How,
struggling with.
how much do you think over the last 9 years, how much money have you left on the table because of all
Probably
the
too
things?
much. We probably don't want to talk
How
about
much?
that. I
How
don't,
much? Let's be
I
honest.
don't know. How much I don't know. Probably hundreds of thousands.
Hundreds of thousands.
Probably, really. I mean, when you
Okay.
do 9 years,
And if nothing changes,
nothing will
how
change.
much more are you gonna willing? How much more are you willing to lose?
No, I don't really want to keep doing that.
Fear has cost you hundreds of thousands. Faith can make you millions. Faith in yourself. If you like that training right there, there is some helpful links in the description below. And also, if you really liked it, like and subscribe, and also share this with someone that can benefit from this.